All right, world. It's your boy, Oscar Mike. We're in the C8 and life is great. Heading to the gym to get my morning workout in. And today, I wanted to talk to you guys about discipline. Um, you know, I ran into a guy this week, mentoring through my mentorship service, and he wanted to learn about dividend stocks and how I've built a dividend portfolio. Like I told you guys previously, I built a dividend portfolio. My dividend portfolio actually helps pay for this C8 that I've purchased. It actually helps pay for a lot of my toys, trips, things that I got coming up. Those dividends actually pay for this stuff. And so when we talk about, generating passive income, I'm not talking about generating passive income. Well, I am, talking about generating passive income for later, but I'm trying to generate passive income for right now to pay for all the extras. So, my salary job, the money I make from there, I use that to invest. I use that to pay my bills, etc., etc. But also the money that I'm making from dividends is the money that I use to fund, this car, buying Rolexes, going on trips, trips for my kid. Like my oldest son right now, he's in Texas, on spring break. That's an expensive trip. You got to pay for flight, you got to pay for food, the kid's going to need clothing, rental car, etc., etc. My dividend portfolio pays for all of these things. Okay. And so whether you're a young person and you're just trying to generate more income, okay, I look at my dividend portfolio as like a business. Every day I'm working in my dividend portfolio. Man, an ambulance going by. Okay. So, and this is not a 401k or one of those teachers' pension funds or a TSP. This is money I can use today. Either I can reinvest that money, which I do a lot of that, but I also pinch off of it, like I've previously stated, to pay for my toys. Like right now, it's late in the morning. I don't have to be at work today. So I'm going to the gym a little late. Decided to take the Corvette out. I'm going to probably stop at a restaurant, have a nice breakfast alone, sip tea, chill, and just live life. Because, you eliminate some of those life worries by putting the work in early and investing in dividends. Now, with dividend investing, it takes a lot of discipline. Okay, so discipline equals this. Discipline equals, my ability to get a Corvette, right? Discipline equals, my ability to have financial security. Discipline is me getting up every single day, figuring out ways how to generate more income. Man, hear that? Look at that engine roar. Generate more income, okay? Put more money to the side to fuel my dividend portfolio. Now, I have a long-term portfolio, nest egg portfolio for retirement, things of that sort, but I'm talking about getting paid right now, using the stock market as a business or a side hustle, whatever you want to call it, okay, to generate income now. And in order to do that, and the premise of this video is that you have to have discipline, okay? You have to be willing to sacrifice a little bit early. You have to figure out ways to make more income, to generate more income, to put more money into the machine, all right? Add more fuel to the fire. And that fire is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? And it's going to produce more warmth. for lack of a better term. All right, I'm just using that analogy. So, you guys out there who are watching me and who've been watching me for a while, you know, I've built my dividend portfolio up to a substantial amount that pays me thousands of dollars a month, you know, and sometimes I end up having to use that money for my family. There's people in my family who need money, okay? I can pinch off of those distributions and give them money to help them in their lives, okay? Money is a tool, no different than a hammer or a screwdriver, all right? You can use it to build things, build relationships, you can build a home, you know, help fuel or build your education, etc., etc. All right? Money isn't everything. Money isn't the only thing, okay? But it is important, all right? Because you know, when you have money and when you have extra money, like money that doesn't have anywhere that it has to be, like i.e. towards a bill or to your Maslow's hierarchies of needs, okay, food, shelter, etc., you can use that money to help other people. Like I buy about 20, 30 coats every year from my business or from my dividends to help underprivileged kids, all right? And so the discipline that I've had over the last, let's say, 10 years is what's really got me to this point. So discipline equals this, you know? Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at all that leather. Look at that carbon fiber, okay? This is a 3LT Z51 package, all right? 500 horsepower. You know, you pull up anywhere in this, people kind of know that you mean business. People know that you're disciplined. Right, look at that sunroof, man. Look at that, okay? People know that you're really a serious person, all right? They know you had to have some type of discipline to be able to afford this car. This car, brand new, is about $100,000, well, 100,000 plus. Okay, so for all you guys out there who's been hitting me up, and you know, I really appreciate you guys have been hitting me up about my mentorship service. I've actually taken on a couple of clients. All right, and if you guys are out there and you need a little boost and would like to have a consult with me, hit me up. You know, OscarMikeSpeaks@gmail.com. OscarMikeSpeaks on TikTok, OscarMikeSpeaks on IG. All right. Hit me up and let's see if we're a good fit. Because I want to help people. I want you to get to this point where you're disciplined and you're able to live out your dreams and help your family. All right. Right now it's time for me to take off. Get that engine. All right, guys. Have a great day. Peace.